Bad reviews kill your online store. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm using AI to stop bad reviews from seeing the light of day, but also increase the amount of great reviews my stores get, as well as have AI manage them. We all know how damaging it can be to receive a bad review. You could have 100 great reviews and one bad review, and that one bad review is pretty much being read by every one of your potential buyers. Well, we built an AI tool that not only generates and increases the amount of great reviews you get online for your business or store, but it also protects you from negative reviews. I use this AI tool in all of my businesses now, including several e-com stores. And in this video, I'm going to show you what the tool is and how I'm using it as part of this automation right here. Now, most businesses, e-com or other, make two huge mistakes when it comes to online reviews. The first mistake is they simply don't ask for them. They don't prompt their buyers to go and leave a review. And this only opens up a channel for negative reviews to be found online. Because when you think about leaving a review, or you think about in general when you've wanted to leave a review online, it's generally when you've had a bad experience, not when you've had a great experience. So one of the first mistakes most businesses make is simply not asking all of their buyers to go and leave a review. If you ask them all to leave a review, you're also going to drive those great and good experiences online as well. The second big mistake most businesses make online is they ask for those reviews, but they simply send their buyers directly to whichever review site they're pushing reviews on, whether it's Trustpilot, Google reviews, wherever you currently collect reviews. Most businesses send their customers directly there to leave a review. We've all seen those emails. You may even send them out yourself. Hey, we'd love your feedback. How did you find your purchase? And that link goes directly to a public forum for their customers to leave a review. So why is that a mistake? Well, you're simply not in control. And I know this firsthand with my businesses. Now, I have e-com stores that run the dropship model. So I sell the product and I have a supplier that fulfills that order. So I rely on my supplier delivering that order in one piece without damages and on time to make sure my customer has a great experience. Now, I've vetted all of my suppliers and I have a really good relationship with them all. And 99% of the time, they are perfect in their delivery. My customer has a great experience, all is good. But there has been occasions where deliveries have not arrived or deliveries have been damaged and the customer is unhappy. And they're not unhappy with my supplier, they're unhappy with me and my business online, and I'm the one that deals with a negative review. So I wanted to control that. Now, we built a tool called Troof.ai that basically manages this entire process for you. And this was built based off of our own business experiences. This tool allows you to intercept those negative experiences before they hit the online world and gives you an opportunity as a business owner to solve those problems that your customers have faced without it playing out in public. But it also allows you to increase the amount of great and good reviews you get as well and where those are distributed online, whether it be Trustpilot or Google reviews or any other review site. You get to control where those reviews are actually posted. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what this tool is and how I use it as part of my AI workflow across my e-com sites to help me control my reviews and online reputation. Now, I'm using N8N here for my automation. I build all my Shopify automations in here now. I find it easiest. And again, it triggers this automation when I fulfill an order. So when I click that fulfill button inside of Shopify, this trigger happens and this workflow is executed. Now, the first thing I do is I push the order into a wait time of 7 days. Now, the reason I've got this, it takes around 7 days for my orders to be delivered. Now, I know when this now triggers an email next that the customer should have received their order. Once this 7-day wait has happened, I then push the customer order into this node here, which is a simple Gmail node and email. And this is where the power is of this automation, because this is where we introduce Troof.ai. Now, this email is a very simple review email. I've got the name of the customer in the top here. I won't read through the email, but what I'm doing in this email is I'm requesting a review. I'm requesting feedback on their order as you would do normally. Now, the change here, the big thing, is I'm not just providing a link to Trustpilot here or Google reviews or any of the other review sites you may use. I'm providing a link to Troof.ai. Now, this is going to appear, and it is a way for the customer to leave feedback. But this feedback is then managed by Troof.ai within my account. So I can manage the great and good reviews, and I can also manage and intercept those negative reviews that happen when the customer clicks here. As I mentioned, sometimes we may have a delayed order, and that would usually result in a negative review being posted online. I've not got my order yet, or my order's delayed, I don't like this company, whatever. Again, that's out of my hands. But what this link would do in that case is it captures that. So I know, oh, the customer's not received their order. Let me fix this. Let me give them a call. So that's what this link does here. Now, this link, when clicked within the email, opens up this. So it is a simple review. So I can, as a customer, leave a review, and I can type whatever I want here, continue through, leave my details, and I'm done. So the customer has had the opportunity to leave a review, but I can now control and intercept what that review is. So if it's a great or a good review, I can push them to a review site. If it's a bad review, I can handle it. Now, once that's happened there, we then push into an updated sheet. So I just push the customer order into a Google sheet, which is where I track who has had review links sent out. Now, that's my flow. That's my automation flow. But the main thing here is the Troof.ai element. So let me show you what Troof.ai is and how this all works with me capturing reviews. And again, the AI elements within that platform as well that help me understand my customers better, but also respond to them better as well. Now, this is Troof.ai, and you can come and sign up for a completely free account and do what I'm about to show you now. Just check the description below and you can click through, come and sign up via this button here. Now, once you've signed up for an account, you're going to land into a dashboard like this. Now, there is a lot going on here, and there are a ton of features within Troof.ai that allow you to do more than just collect reviews. There's feedback features, and there's also some really, really interesting AI elements in here that allow you to analyze and all sorts of stuff. Again, I'll cover a little bit of that on this video, but I want to focus in on how I'm using it as far as intercepting bad reviews. Again, if you come and sign up here for Troof.ai, you can check out all the features yourself and click around in here. So once you've signed up, you are going to create your own review link. So the review link is here. You get one of these for free, so you can use it for free by signing up. Now, the review link is what we've seen before, which is this here. Now, this is the link I'm using within my email. So when I send that email to a customer that's purchased, they land on this page. Now, whether they're happy or unhappy, I'm going to collect this review. This review is not going to hit a Trustpilot or a Google review or anything out there. It's coming into me so I can deal with it in the best way possible. Now, if I rate the experience here, so if I click on, if I'm unhappy, let's say my order hasn't arrived, I'm going to be really unhappy as a customer. My order hasn't arrived and I have been waiting for days, whatever. So just an example, I click on continue. It's then going to ask me for some details. So name, email, and a phone number. This is going to allow me to collect details. So if I just have a random name, actually I'll just put my name. We'll go with your email at youremail.com. So I've got my email. And let's say you have a phone number in there, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to now submit that review. That's going to get submitted, done. Now, that review hasn't hit the online world. That's come into my dashboard. Here's the bad review. So we've got the 1-star review here. My order hasn't arrived. It's come straight in here. Now, you will get an email with every single review that's posted as well. So I will have received an email now that basically says, hey, you've got a negative review, something to deal with. Now, you also get the customer details. So when we click on here now, I've got the email and phone number I entered before, so I can now deal with that negative review. So that negative review hasn't hit an online review site. It's landed in my review inbox here in Troof, so I can deal with it. What's really powerful with this, if I go back to my review link here and I just click on the settings, you can see in here, you can again come through and change what you need to change in here. So if I just continue through, you can upload your logo, change the colors, all of that. And you can also change it from a star rating to thumbs up or down, depending on what you want. But this is what I want to show you. So we can have distribution rules. What this allows is if you get a review on your feedback here that's say 3 or below, you can basically mark that as a negative review. So you can then deal with it as I've just shown you there inside your inbox. But if that review is, say, a 4 or a 5 star, what I actually can do here is I can connect to source. So I'm able to connect a Trustpilot, Yelp, Google review, or an open table is what we've got in here right now. So that if the review is a 4 or a 5, I can then say to that reviewer, hey, would you mind going and leaving this review on Trustpilot? Here's a link. So I'm able to then distribute where those reviews go. Now, what's really cool here is you can actually distribute to multiple channels. So if you collect reviews on, say, Google reviews and Trustpilot, you can actually say 50% of the good reviews sent to Google reviews, 50% sent to Trustpilot, or whatever. So it allows you to basically build out your online review sites with more great and good reviews wherever you want them. Now, I manage all my reviews now on Troof.ai across all of my e-com stores. It allows me to effectively sleep at night, because prior to using Troof.ai as part of this automation, I'd send this email out and it would have a link to, say, Trustpilot or Google reviews. And again, I'd get great and good reviews from doing that. But all it took was that one negative review, and then it ruins your day. You're chasing your tail. You're trying to find out who the customer is to see if you can make that right, find out what the problem is, with the hope that they might remove the review. And sometimes they never do that. And you're left with that negative feedback that, again, everybody reads. So Troof.ai stops that from happening. It allows me to manage it just like I've shown you in this demo here, and how it works. Now, there are some other features here that when you start collecting more reviews, or if you actually hook up your Trustpilot or Google reviews account as an example, it actually takes this to the next level. So let me just show you a couple of things. So once you start getting hundreds or thousands of reviews, and if as a business right now watching this, you already have, say, a Trustpilot or a Google reviews, or you have a CSV with all your reviews on, and you've got thousands of reviews, you can actually have AI analyze those reviews. So inside of our analyze section here, you can ask questions, and we have an AI chatbot that will analyze your reviews and give you feedback based off of those. So whether you want to understand why you are getting 1-star reviews or negative reviews, this AI chatbot will scan every single review you've got to tell you the main reasons why those negative reviews are happening so that you can improve. But also as well, with great reviews, what do customers love about your product? So you can actually now analyze that and figure out what a customer's saying and raving about your product or service, because that's information you'll want to put on your website. You want to have that as part of your website copy or your product pages, because that's what's going to convert more customers. Now, once you've got your reviews synced, of course you can analyze, but also you can manage responses of your reviews as well. Now, we all know how important it is to respond to your reviews. Whether it's a negative review, which you absolutely must respond to, or a great or good review, it is good practice to respond to every single review you get. And this can be quite time consuming, especially if you get a ton of reviews across multiple sites. Well, again, Troof.ai can do this for you with AI. So as you will see here with these examples here, I have an AI response here. Inside of response settings here, you can set how you want your AI agent within your Troof.ai account to actually respond and how you want it to write. So again, I'm just going to leave it as professional. And again, it will show you examples of what these different styles are on negative and positive. I'll just go back to professional for this. Personalization level, you can again have this generic, or you can go highly personalized with your responses. Again, you can choose those settings. So once you click on the AI response button here, it will literally write a response in just a few seconds, almost instantly. So to that bad review there, I've got a nicely written response. Thank you for sharing your feedback. Sorry to hear about the experience with delayed delivery and damaged product. So again, I can now use that response with that particular customer, or on the review site this was left. So I've just got a couple of example reviews here just to show you how this is working as part of my workflow. But if you sign up for Troof.ai and you do come through here and you've got a Trustpilot or a Google review link already or profile, you can connect it here. And once you've connected it, your reviews will sync through into your Troof.ai account. It might take a few moments for that to happen, but by clicking sync reviews, you can sync your reviews through here. So when you actually get a review that is left on Trustpilot or Google reviews, and again, Troof.ai does a great job at intercepting those, but every now and again, you are going to get somebody that just goes directly there. that's also going to be pulled through here. So again, you can write AI responses to all of those reviews here as well. Again, you're going to be alerted if there's negative reviews. All of that's going to be synced in here. And again, if you've got both a Google Reviews and a Trustpilot account, which I do on my ecom stores, you can connect both of them in here. So you've got them all syncing into one place. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got a ton of value out of this. If you're an ecom store owner like me, or you own other online businesses that deal with online reviews, give Troof a go. See how it can work for you. We are open to your feedback, as I've mentioned. Again, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you got value from it. I massively appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.